Welcome to our Alaskan Adventure Part 9, Hatcher Pass. During this part of the trip, we went from Denali National Park to Palmer via the park's highway. Along the way, we stopped in Talkeetna and spent a couple days there. That's where we took this picture of Mount Denali. Hatcher Pass is along the alternative route between Palmer and Willow, and it goes through the Talkeetna Mountains.
So we're on Hatcher Pass. We're not at the top yet, but we're going up Hatcher Pass. And that view there is looking over the city of Palmer, the Chugach Mountains in the background there. Pretty jagged mountains back there. So we're at Independence Mine at Hatcher Pass. This was once one of the largest mines in the area here. Between 1936 and 1943, it produced 150,000 ounces of gold. The mine is actually back up this way up here. We're gonna hike up there here in a second, as well as do a couple more hikes. Beautiful area. Look at the mountains, and I think it was highly glaciated. You can see some of the terminal moraines here and there. We're gonna hike up to, I believe, this one here a little later to see what's up there. But anyway, more to come. So this was the manager's house. It has the original roof on it still, and the walls. They had a large snowstorm this year, so there's some patching that's been temporarily put on the roof where the vents were knocked off. But here's the mine. This one here, this next building over here, is the bunkhouse, and that's what we're going to go look into. So that's bunkhouse number 1. I don't know, it didn't say how many people stayed in that, but it did have like showers and bathrooms and what have you in it. And if you come right over here, this is bunkhouse number 2, and it's not open to the public, but this was where a bunch more miners stayed. The mine shaft is located up here, and this decaying mess right there is the old mill where they would break apart the quartz that contain the gold and extract the gold from it. So this is bunkhouse number 2, built in 1938. It housed 54 men. The first floor had 2 bedrooms and a recreation area. The recreation had a pool table and a number of card tables and other things like a phonograph and such. The upper rooms each had bedrooms. They had 2 bunks in each bedroom. It also had a closet and table in it. Also, there's a drying room for wet clothes. This was considered the best accommodations of any of the mines in this part of Alaska.
They were treated way better than the guys at Kennecott.
This is the cookhouse cafeteria. It could seat 160 people at dinner at one time. This was the finest cookhouse in all of the mining areas in Alaska. It had storage areas in a basement that could store 10 tons of potatoes. The average worker, the average meal contained either steak, pork chops, chickens, roasted potatoes, in a number of different types of vegetables. It was all you can eat, so it was one of the big draws to the mining here. 2 things that the miners wanted to know was, number 1 was, what is a cookhouse like, and number 2, what is the bunkhouse? And this mine had the best of both. Beautiful views up here. Here's the old mining town below. The old mill over here. The sign says end of trail, private residency after this. So that's the private residence.
pretty.
Very pretty. Tracy went searching for her gold in the creek, but couldn't find any.
I'm gonna find it later.
Oh, she said she's going to find it later. It was too snowy along the creek. Tracy's searching for gold. I'm not quite certain what part of the mine this is, but there's a rail here and a rail car. So we're going to go back in here and see what this was.
It goes back into the mine.
Oh, this is where a shaft was?
Yeah.
It says the water tunnel. The development of this tunnel in 1940-41 greatly improved the efficiency of the mining operation. This horizontal tunnel connected the upper level workings and became the backbone of the underground operation. Instead of moving material by bucket, it could be brought out of the water tunnel by electric train or load. Interesting. It's about 20 degrees cooler in here though.
Yeah, go back. It gets colder.
I won't go back. Oh yeah, it does get quite a bit colder. This was the 4-ton GE locomotive that they used to go in the water tunnel to carry ore out. Each one of these ore containers here held 1 ton of ore. This is near the top of Hatcher Pass. Pretty impressive view. It's a very steep road coming up here. I don't know what it looks like in the video, but that's a very steep dirt road. So we parked at the top of Hatcher Pass and walked down a little bit to look over this little overlook. But the road, you can see the road goes down, zigzags down, and then it goes off in this direction here. The sign at the top says elevation 3886. So we came up about 3,500 feet from Palmer when we started. So we started this hike. It's called the Gold Mint Trail, and it's in Hatcher Pass, and it's 8 miles up and back. We're not going to do all 8 miles. We're only going to do probably an hour up and an hour back. Another view of Little Susitna River, and you can see the blue hue to it. Very, very pretty. This is the second snow patch that we walked across, and it actually gets cool, much cooler when you walk across snowpack.
Are you okay?
Just fell.
That's normally what I do.
Walking across that snow, it's probably 200-300 yards, is very, very slick. I slipped and slid all the way across it.
Glacier?
Unfortunately, we're going to have to turn around. We've gone about 3¼ miles up here, but there's up there is where this river starts. It's you see the blue thing. We think there's the glacier that it starts at is right up on that peak up there.
Under those 2 jet streams.
Yeah, kind of to the right of those 2 jet streams. If you can see that, the right of that tree that sticks up there. But that's, I think, where the trail ends, at the bottom of that mountain. But it's just spectacular scenery. I mean, no matter where you look, there's just these mountains. Beautiful mountains.
Not fair.
Just some more shots of a hike out of here. I just can't, words can't begin to explain how beautiful it is. I wish I was a poet and could actually put it down in words, but I'm not. But this is absolutely gorgeous. Another view looking down. You can see the road that goes off over there. That goes up the pass. We'll be heading the opposite direction. Trace with all her camera equipment. She's carrying 3 different camera bodies.
As we end this video, I'll leave you with some pictures that Tracy took. The ones that are in black and white are taken with her infrared camera. Thank you for watching, and please look forward to our next video, which will be in Katmai National Park.